Good morning, I'm Rachel Gable. I'm the assistant editor of the Fence Post magazine, and this is your fair cattle markets update for the 9th of August. This morning, August 9th, will mark the first day of the USDA's new market reports. Both of those are designed to answer the cry for additional transparency into the cattle market. First, the National Daily Direct formula-based cattle reports will enable stakeholders to see the correlation between the negotiated trade and reported formula-based prices, as well as the aggregated values being paid as premiums and discounts. Daily formula-based price reports will be national in scope and released morning, afternoon, and summary. The weekly and monthly formula-based reports will both be national and regional in scope and include forward contract-based purchase information. The second new report, the National Weekly Cattle Net Price Distribution Reports, will show at what levels, price, and volume trade occurred across the weekly weighted average price for each purchase type: negotiated grid, formula, and forward contract. Currently, the market speculates whether large or small volumes of cattle trade on both sides of the price spread. And in fact, with premiums and discounts applied to the prices, the spreads shown on reports can be wide. Publishing a price distribution for all cattle net prices will offer more transparency to each of the purchase type categories. This report is a window into what producers are paid net and retains confidentiality by segregating volumes purchased in $2 increments above and below the daily weighted average price, depending upon premiums and discounts. AMS has published similar net price distribution reports for the hog market, direct hogs, since January of 2010. NCBA also, well, let me back up. The USDA President Brooke Miller said that the USDA appreciates the swift review and prompt follow-up of USDA Ag Marketing Service leadership and staff in response to USDA's letter. The publication of this additional market information helps to fulfill part of the Biden-Harris administration's efforts to promote competition in the American economy, as outlined in the most recent executive order. The NCBA also applauded the move, saying that they have long urged the USDA to adopt policies that increase transparency in the cattle markets, and applauds this effort to provide producers greater insight into cattle transactions. According to NCBA Vice President of Government Affairs Ethan Lane, USDA's announcement is a significant step toward increasing transparency in the cattle markets. As livestock mandatory reporting awaits congressional reauthorization, it is encouraging to see the administration taking proactive steps to broaden the scope of this critical information tool. NCBA remains committed to maximizing market transparency and looks forward to building on this momentum to shed more light on the cattle trade. The formula bucket, according to the NCBA, is a catch-all for transactions which do not fit the definition of either negotiated cash, negotiated grid, or contract trade. Most formula pricing agreements utilize a base price from which premiums are added and discounts are subtracted. However, the base prices for these transactions are determined through means other than direct buyer-seller negotiation. The National Daily Direct formula-based cattle report will share national base price information of formula agreements. The National Weekly Cattle Net Price Distribution will report what levels trade occurred. The addition of these new publications will allow producers to better compare their marketing arrangements to others and allow them to make more informed business decisions on their operations. I'm Rachel Gable, and this is your Fair Cattle Markets update for August 9th.